All right, team. Russ here from TeamCC. So I figured the journey that I'm going through right now is going to be quite interesting. Well, it already has been, actually. So for anyone that hasn't sort of come across me before, I'm a strength and conditioning coach by trade. That's where I started out. Came through the kind of university ranks and all that kind of fun stuff. And then opened my own gym in 2010. It was called the Conditioning Centre then. It's now called TeamCC because the members preferred that, and Conditioning Centre didn't mean shit to anyone. And we've basically got one gym in Poole, which is basically full. And we're now opening our second one in Bournemouth. It's a big challenge in terms of the next step of moving up to managing 2 sites. You know, I'm not opening another one to go and create a full-time coaching job in there. I've managed to kind of work my way out of coaching full-time. I coach about 2 hours a week now. And we've got awesome coaches that work for us at the gym and manage it. So Poole's got a general manager, a head coach, 2, 3 soon full-time coaches and a couple of part-time coaches, and it's moving there. And then the idea is that Bournemouth is to replicate but also build on. So Bournemouth's going to be more than twice the size of Poole. It's in a shopping centre, which is a whole new level of challenge. This has been an eye-opening journey for me. I guess if nothing else, hopefully this will be a way for me to kind of process what's going on, maybe come up with ideas. I'm the sort of person that likes to think aloud, talk myself through stuff, and I lean on my staff and friends and stuff to kind of allow me to talk through stuff as well. So maybe this will be cathartic for me, and it'll help other people kind of learn and figure out what they're doing as well. Strength coaches, no doubt we'll talk about training, my training, the training that we do for our members and athletes. We're a strength and conditioning based gym, so we've got a wide remit from total beginners, just getting into fitness and fat loss, to powerlifters, to BMX masters, to guys and girls just looking to get in crazy good shape, weightlifters, powerlifters, crossfitters, all that kind of stuff. We've got a nice wide remit. So we'll be talking about that kind of stuff, and we'll be seeing the gym as well. Right now I'm in my bedroom. It's all very exciting. And then we'll build from there. So that's the plan. I'll try and use it to reflect on what I'm doing. Maybe put out a good video each week, talking through what we've done each week, how we're progressing with Bournemouth. I've just been there today. The second time this week. It's Thursday this week. So Tuesday I was in, what was I doing? I was meeting the landlords builders to see what the crack is there. And then, they're delayed. Shock. I guess that's the way it goes. Not their fault though, it's someone else's fault. Yep, that's interesting. And then a member of ours round who is a builder as well, to kind of look at it. And I've been there again today to look at with another set of builders, and also with a friend of mine, a physio, who's looking at kind of potentially taking on a room there basically. So, the long and short of it is that this step up into going into a shopping centre from a crappy warehouse in the middle of nowhere has been interesting, enlightening. It's like you've been living in the sewer. It's been cool. You've got your little niche in the sewer, like everything's under control. You're in your small pond, everything's going well, and then you see a manhole cover and you think there's fucking daylight out there. I want to be in that daylight. That shit's for real. That shit's for me. So you pop the manhole cover up and you stick your head up, and a fucking lorry blows your head off. That's pretty much what the last few months have been like. The level of expense, the level of expectation of my knowledge from the people I'm now talking to is outrageous. I don't know jack about shit, it appears. So every week there's a new, slap in the face of a bill or a potential bill. And we're not talking like £500, like 20 grand. Oh yeah, that's going to cost you 20 grand. That air extraction, 8, 10 grand minimum, mate. You need to get this, you need to get this all fucking there, and then that shit's over there, and if that fucking leaks, ooh-wee. So, yeah, that's fun. It's what I asked for, ultimately. Continual challenge and moving it forward is exactly what I'm in it for. It's just eye-opening and interesting. So, yeah, I'm going to kind of go through that and see how it goes. So, that's the plan. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. And, hopefully I'll keep it regular and keep building on it from there. So, I'm going to, no doubt, I'll take you over to the gym and show you around the gym in a minute. And then we'll go from there. Speak soon. All right, team. So I've transported to the gym. So this is us. This is TeamCC Poole. We are currently trying to figure out Bournemouth, obviously, as I said earlier. So we're about 2,000 square feet here. We've got 8 sort of identical stations, racks, with all the Olympic bumper plates and all that fun shit. So the idea is basically that we can create the optimal system that way. Not just because having loads of racks is cool as fuck, which it is. But the idea is that when we run the gym, we can run different groups at the same time. So we'll tend to have like our men's beginner or sort of women's intermediate group on there. At like 5 o'clock is men, 6 o'clock is women, 7 o'clock is men again. And then on this side, at that top corner up here, there we've got the small group PT. They kind of get 2 racks all night. And then down behind me here, we've got 3 more racks that are for no excuses men pretty much all night as well.
The idea being that we have a coach working with the No Excuses guys, a coach working with a small group PT, coach working with the guys or the girls, depending on who's in. And everyone's got everything they need in that place. So you're not having to schlep across the gym to try and find some shit. The idea is you've got the rack, the bench, the bar, the weights, the suspension trainer, dip, handles, all the safety bits and bats are all there so that you can be very efficiently run. Get 3 guys on each rack, similar abilities, group of 9 overall with the coach, basically. So runs real well. And then obviously we've got Astro and for sleds, assault bikes and rowers for all the fun bits of conditioning. Got a little kind of squat bench powerlifting setup at the back there for our small group PTers that are competitive powerlifters. So we've got a real nice group. None of the coaches are in right now, but we got full-time coach, a full-time head coach, a full-time S&C coach, the assistant S&C coach, and then 2 part-timers and a general manager. The idea being they can look after the gym, make sure it runs amazingly, and then my job is becoming more and more looking after them, just making sure they're okay so that the members have a great time. If I look after the staff look after the members in that circle come back to look after me. I think that's what Richard Branson said that. So that's kind of the gym as it is.
Pow! This is going to be where the Bournemouth location's at. So I've shown you the Poole one, and you see my bedroom, which is cool. We're getting there now. And this is what the Bournemouth location is going to look like. So you'll probably notice potentially that it's a lot bigger than the Poole one. Well, it's actually nearly 5,000 square feet, where Poole's about 2,000-ish. So more than double the size. So we'll be able to run all our core programs, Strong Girl, No Excuses, the team membership, the challenge membership, which basically sort of encompasses Built to Blast, all at the same time. So down this side will be where the small group and one-to-one PT goes on. I'll have 6 racks down that side, and then a big team zone with a big rig down the bottom there, which is going to be epic. So plus, obviously all the changing rooms and showers and fun stuff right down the bottom there. So this is a pretty big step up to what Poole is. You can see there's a lot of work going on. The builders are just putting in the partitions now between our unit and the units either side. It used to be like an 11,000 square foot shop, and they're breaking it up. We're getting a virtual reality place next to us that way, Games Workshop or something. And that way, there's nothing yet. We'll see what it turns into, basically. But yeah, it should be epic. The idea is we've got loads of space, we'll have loads of opportunity to train way more throughout the day than we can in Poole, which will be fun. So rather than it being sort of dead from 9 till 5, apart from a bit of PT work, I'm hoping that we'll have much more lunchtime in here, much more PT from people from the surrounding offices and accommodation coming in, so they can work a bit, come train, shower, get some food, go back to work, basically. So hopefully we'll have a much wider schedule of sessions. Should be awesome.
So that's it. That's where we're at. That's the intro done. First video smashed together. Hopefully it was vaguely enjoyable, and you can see that we've got some shit to go through to get Bournemouth going. So I'm going to try and do a video each week of what we're doing at the gyms, what I'm doing in my training, what's going on, and hopefully you get some good insight into the life of a gym owner trying to grow, trying to get somewhere and take over the world. So yeah, look forward to seeing some more from me, hopefully, and hearing from you guys. Comment below if you need anything. Obviously, subscribe is the dream right here. So subscribe below so you don't miss any of the videos. Cheers.